Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. I first want to welcome all the new subscribers we've had over the last couple of weeks because it's been simply overwhelming and exciting how big this thing has gotten. It's just exploded. And if you're not following us at B-Ball Source on Twitter, you're missing out each and every day and night on some great conversations with everybody associated with us, and we give out great stats and really good insights. So definitely get over there and follow us. On Friday, we're going to be live tweeting the Knicks-Grizzlies game, and I'm really excited because we're going to do a new thing, which is a halftime show with the SB Nation guys from the Knicks and the Grizzlies. So do not miss that because we'll have some great halftime stats and some analyzation and insights that you're not going to get on ESPN or TNT. Okay, we went through the Heat Clippers game from last night, and it was pretty crazy when you look at the Synergy Sports stats and you realize the Heat are ranked 27th in defense. And there's some specific categories that they really need to work on, and perhaps they're resting on their laurels of being champions, but if they don't fix it soon, they're going to have a hard time defending that title in the spring. And the Clippers, big statement game, a lot of energy, and they really came to play and play hard. The first thing I want to look at is Eric Spoelstra's curious matchup decisions. Here you'll see LeBron guarding Caron Butler and Shane Battier guarding Blake Griffin. It was a mismatch all night long. You'll see Battier have to help out on the pick and roll, and now LeBron's got to make a decision. Rotate to Blake Griffin, who's shooting 41% from 16 to 23 feet, or Caron Butler, who's shooting an effective field goal percentage of 75% from three-point range. He makes the right choice, and Battier is slow closing out, although they want him to shoot that shot, but he makes it. Shane Battier is often guilty of over-helping. Here, two guys go to the ball, Chris Paul makes an easy pass, and they hit a wide-open jumper. Spoelstra has been playing weird lineups with Ray Allen, Norris Cole, and Dwayne Wade together, and in transition they're a little bit off. Rashard Lewis has to guard Matt Barnes, and that means that Dwayne Wade has to guard Lamar Odom. However, watch Dwayne Wade completely lose Odom as he cuts to the basket, forcing Norris Cole to come over and help. Now they have to scramble, and a good shot fake gets the ball to the rim with no shot blocker in there. Rashard Lewis has yet to master the defensive philosophy of the Heat because he should be a lot lower down on this sideline screening role to contain. That forces LeBron to help, and then Dwayne Wade makes a bad decision by rotating off of the Clippers' best spot-up shooter. And again, Shane Battier over-helps sometimes. Both Ray Allen and Battier both go to the roller, leaving Caron Butler, the second best shooter in the Clippers, wide open. And sometimes the Heat are much too willing to rotate out of their basic man-to-man to put pressure on the ball. Here, LeBron is going to force baseline and expect Chris Bosh to double-team the ball. But they don't need to do that because LeBron can easily guard Caron Butler on the wing by himself. By rotating out of this, you create mismatches. First, Battier has to box out DeAndre Jordan, and Wade is responsible for Blake Griffin on the boards. Naturally, on the wide open shot, they get the offensive rebound, and now they're not lined up correctly, and Chris Bosh has to guard a guard. He can't get out there on Willie Green, who knocks down a three. And again, Battier does not have to help as much as he does. They're in position to defend this play without him, but now Wade has to step over a little bit, and then he's late getting over on the rotation for the three. On this pitch, Chalmers goes underneath and doesn't need the kind of help that Battier is trying to give. They don't communicate very well, and Blake Griffin is wide open for another jumper. Naturally, with Blake Griffin being guarded by Battier, they're going to go to the post. Watch the weak side as LeBron James completely turns his head, loses sight of his man, who is standing wide open for a three-pointer. On this pin down, Haslam is way late stepping out and then gets way out of position on the shot, and there is Dwayne Wade, I guess, trying to box somebody out. Attacking Battier again down low with Blake Griffin, even though LeBron James is in there. They foolishly help out one pass away, which gives Chris Paul a wide open three, and DeAndre Jordan on the weak side is up there against Chris Bosh. Dwayne Wade does not make an attempt on that tip, and he gets the putback. Perhaps the champions have gotten a little too comfortable because they're not doing the little details that win games. Dwayne Wade does not even try to box out, and there is Bledsoe with a putback. The Clippers were able to overcome great initial defense by the Heat. First, great pressure on the ball by Battier and a fantastic front by Chris Bosh in the post, but Dwayne Wade is too slow coming over on that drive and pick and roll. Again on the pick and roll, Bosh is way late coming over, and Rashard Lewis is really ineffective getting across that screen. And what they used to be great at with hedging is now a problem these days. Chris Bosh is way too low to pick up Jamal Crawford, who blows right by him. And on this pick and roll, when Bosh does get in pretty good position, he foolishly reaches in on a guard and gets blown by, and there's LeBron James just standing there watching. And when you're up by 18, you get to do crazy stuff like this. Jamal Crawford simply makes Ray Allen look as foolish as a 7th grader against a pro, and then there's Joel Anthony also getting crossed up. The one part of the Clippers' overall offense that isn't completely great is the ISO, and it's really just Blake Griffin holding them back. It's primarily his footwork. He insists on jumping off one foot way too often down low and can't explode powerfully enough to finish. Here he should plant his right foot, then bring his left foot and go off both feet with his left hand shot off the glass. And he has this penchant for jumping in the air while his back is still to the basket and then trying to twist in the air to shoot it, a recipe for complete disaster. You take away Blake Griffin's bat footwork and misses, and all of a sudden the Clippers would have the best isolation team in the league. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jamal Crawford might have finally found a home and a situation where he can now ISO like he likes to do, but they're all better shots and he's hitting them at a very high efficiency. And once you let him get going, like the Heat did last night, there isn't a shot that he can't make on the court. Oh, and did I forget they have the best point guard in the NBA who can really hit shots as the shot clock winds down, get everybody else in position, and when need be, get to the free throw line at any time he wants. It's nice to have him when you're a little concerned with the coaching. So there you have it, sports fans. I want you to think of one thing about the Clippers. On the bench in street clothes is Chauncey Billups and Grant Hill. Two guys that if they can give them even a fraction of what they're used to getting from their careers, they're going to be deep, talented, experienced. They'll have everything. And I think every Western Conference team would be frightened to play them in a 7-game series in the spring. The Heat, on the other hand, have to get Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis back involved the right way and on the same page defensively. If they don't clean that stuff up, they're going to have a hard time competing in the playoffs. Now, there's a lot of time to get that done, but it's a little bit worrisome to see how bad it was in this game and across the first bit of the season. Well, don't forget, Friday we're going to have a live halftime show between the Knicks and the Grizzlies, at the halftime show of that game, and it'll be really cool. So don't miss that. And we're going to have our Effin' Fantasy show on Tuesday coming up, not Sunday, Tuesday. So don't miss that as well. Well, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for lots more coming up on B-Ball Breakdown because don't forget, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?